Hi guys, my name is Shannon J. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to follow my champagne life, the hustle, glam, and everything in between. It is 9 a.m., which is super early for me. I am actually getting ready to go to the Trinidad and Tobago Consulate here in Miami to get my dual citizenship. I am so excited. I've been waiting for this forever. I kind of procrastinated a little because the process took longer than it should have. My mom lost her passport years ago. So we had to go through the whole process of getting her a new passport and doing all the paperwork for that. And she finally got hers in the mail. So now it's officially time for me to apply for mine. So my appointment is at 11:30. So I'm a little bit in a rush to get all my documents together and head to the embassy. When I sent in my application and I had to turn in all my documents, I had already taken a really cute passport photo, and they pretty much told me like, hey, we're gonna take our own. So now I gotta get cute again to make sure that this one comes out cute, because it was a really cute passport photo. I don't want to do too much because it is daytime and I have no plans after this. So it's really important for me to get my dual citizenship because with everything going on right now in this country, I feel like that's my exit plan. I'd rather be prepared and ready to go than just be sitting here last minute scrambling to get all my paperwork done. But also, before the climate that we're in now, I already wanted dual citizenship. I go to Trinidad maybe once to twice a year, and it's just easier to just get in and out of the country without having to keep explaining why I'm here. So I'm gonna do it. Also, most of my friends are from other countries. They're also first generation. And I've been telling all of us, like, we need to have dual citizenship for whatever countries our parents are from. I just feel like we need to be able to go and connect with our actual culture and not just be in America all the time. So I've been an advocate for all my friends to get their dual citizenship as well. Some of them actually have. I have one girlfriend who the process for her getting dual citizenship is taking a lot longer, but she was in the position to actually purchase property in her country. So she actually did that, and I'm so proud of her. And that's actually what I'm trying to do. I'll be going back to Trinidad in July, and I'm going with my dad. And we're going to look at property while we're out there. So fingers crossed we find something that's affordable in the city that we can just purchase this year. So let's see how that goes. I didn't realize applying for dual citizenship, at least for my country, Trinidad, is really not that hard. I just have to prove that one of my parents is from the country with paperwork. So like birth certificate, passport, marriage documents, just simple things, naturalization, because my mom's an American citizen. So I just have to show those type of paperworks to get her passport. We had to do the extra step of she'd lost her passport, so we had to do that application as well, which was kind of annoying. But it really wasn't a long process. It was just more filling out paperwork, sending it in. And she got her physical passport, I think 4 weeks after her passport appointment. So I'm hoping mine comes like as quick as hers did, because I do go to Trinidad in July, which means I still have about 2.5, 3 months, but I want to make sure I have that passport in hand when I go to Trinidad, because I do want to open a bank account and just have some money there for when I go, so I don't have to keep bringing money back and forth with me every time I travel. I got really lucky with the apartment that I'm staying at while I'm in Trinidad this time. The owners of the property actually own a real estate company as well. So my stepmom kind of set all of this up for me. She typically helps me with all my travels when I go to Trinidad. And she already told them my budget, and they're going to start looking for property so that when we go, I can easily convince my dad to buy property. He's retired now, and he moved to Arizona, and he's bored out of his mind. So I'm hoping that him going back to Trinidad and seeing how it is now, like he feels comfortable to move back and just live out his retirement there. I would love to be able to just go to visit my dad in Trinidad instead of having to go to Arizona. Also, once I have kids, I want to send them to Trinidad. So why not send them to him and have him watch them all summer, just like he used to do to me when I was younger. I used to go to his mom's in Arizona for the entire summer. So, you know, a little payback. But I'm super excited about this appointment. I've been telling everyone that I know for the longest, like, once I get my dual citizenship, I'm out of here. And that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm moving, but I definitely probably will be traveling to Trinidad more often than I do. Like I said, I go about once or twice a year. I usually go for Carnival, and then I'll go over the summer just to hang out. I have a few friends there, so it's nice to just catch up and lime while it's not, tourist busy season. I think also too, I'm gonna try to take my dad to Tobago, which is our sister island, and lime out there as well. I don't know the last time my dad was back in Trinidad. I think it might have been 2006, which is a very long time ago. My dad's memory, unfortunately, is starting to pass a little, so I know he doesn't even know when the last time he was there. He can't remember if he has like a bank account. He can't remember any of the stuff that he had in Trinidad. So on this trip, we're gonna situate all that for him and just take care of him. We're also gonna update his passport. So he lives in Arizona, and there's only 3 consulates here in the US. There's one in New York, Miami, and DC. And because he lives in Arizona, his designated embassy is the one in DC, and he has no interest to fly to DC just to do a passport. So I was like, let's just make a trip out of it, go to Trinidad, go for 2 weeks, hang out, and then just get the passport while we're there. So I'm hoping I bring all the right documentation so we can get that done. But I'm just super excited to be going back to Trinidad. It's always so fun. It's so relaxing. The energy that I feel when I go, not even just a lot of times I go for Carnival, but just going off season, I literally feel like I'm home, and I just love that feeling. I know that because on this trip I'm going with my dad, I'm going to be eating like crazy. So I'm going to do my best not to overdo it. I'm going to work out a lot before I go. I am hoping that while I'm out there, I can do some photo shoots. I am getting into modeling, and I really want to do Carnival modeling. I know that's a little bit more hard to get into because I do live in the States and they typically shoot year-round in Trinidad. But I have no problem just catching a flight and going. But I would love to be a Carnival model. So, I'm kind of positioning myself to do that. I made a connection with a really cool makeup artist and a photographer last time I was in Trinidad for Carnival. So I'm going to message them when I go this time and like set up a shoot. I'm going to see if there's any brands or any companies or anything in Trinidad that'd be willing to collab, and like I can do a shoot in like their swimwear or whatever it may be. So I'm going to start reaching out to people on Instagram and seeing what happens with that. Wish me luck. But yeah, I'm really hoping I make a connection with some company, preferably a swimwear brand, so I can take some cute beach photos, go to Maracas or one of the other beaches and just get the photos done and then, lime for a little. I've been trying my best while I'm in Trinidad to make more female friends. All of my friends in Trinidad are all males, love them down, but I want girlfriends. I want to be able to go out and hang out with my girls while I'm out there. When I'm hanging out with all guys, people assume like this is my man. And then I can't flirt with nobody because it's just awkward. So I'm really hoping to make more female friends out in Trinidad. So maybe this time when I go, I meet somebody and we click. We'll see. I absolutely love being in Trinidad. Like I said, the energy is amazing. I love my culture, love the food, love the music. I'm a little soca princess. Every time I go, it's just such a nice reset. I'm also excited to connect with some family. So majority of my family that lives in Trinidad, I don't know them. They're a lot older. They have children that I've never met. So I have cousins that I don't really know. My dad has his best friends growing up that are still in Trinidad. So they're like family to us. So we're going to go and I'm going to reconnect them with my dad so he can hang out with them, because they've been calling him on WhatsApp and my dad is not tech savvy. He thinks it's a scam call every time they try to do like a group like phone call with him. So he's been missing all the like little hangouts that they've been doing over the phone. So it's going to be so nice for them to see him in person. I feel like it'll help with his memory too. I feel like he's just been a little like sad and in the house and not doing anything. So his memory's just kind of like fading. He's not really using his brain as much. But I know him being with his friends is just going to spark something. And I'm just so excited for him to catch up with them again. It's been years. Like I said, I think the last time my dad was in Trinidad was 2006. and I don't even know if he seen them when he went that time. So I know they're gonna be really excited to see him. I'm actually gonna message them soon to let them know like the days that we're gonna be there, so they can plan some things, or you know, just set their schedule around being able to hang out with us at least a few times while we're out there. I'm gonna make sure to plan a few activities to do. Typically when I go, I go beach, that's it. But there's a couple of waterfalls that I have saved that I want to go to. So I might do a hike. I think one of them is a 3-hour hike there and back. But I think I'm going to do a nice little waterfall. Again, my dad loves to eat. So I'll see if there's like some type of food tour. I know that they have food tours. So he can, you know, pig out, and I'll eat and just not overdo it. But I also want to visit some of the museums that they have out there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they have a carnival museum that I never get to go to during carnival season. I'm not sure if it's a year-round thing, so I'm going to look into that. But I think that would be nice to see the carnival, see the exhibits. They explain to you the actual history of Trinidad Carnival, which I know, but I don't know in depth. Like, I don't know all the characters and like all the different folklores and stories and all that type of stuff. So it'll be nice to actually hear and learn all of that when it's not me being drunk and a hot mess while I'm out there. So that'll be nice as well. So yeah, I'm gonna look into the museum, hiking. I know they have a bird sanctuary that I might want to go to. I think it's like a boat ride, and you see the national bird. It's like this really pretty, really red bird. Can't remember the name of it, but I'm gonna try and set up that as well. So I'm gonna try and do different activities that I don't typically get to do when I'm in Trinidad, because again, I just go to party. I do plan on going back to Trinidad for Carnival 2026. I think I'll be bringing a few girlfriends with me, so that'll be really exciting. I've taken these same group of friends to Trinidad last summer, and they had a time. They had so much fun. One of my friends, she fell in love with Tobago. She was ready to buy a house and just move there and live a new life. But they haven't been for Carnival, so it'll be really exciting for them to experience that as well. I've been trying to persuade majority of my friends to go. It is a little expensive, and you know, if you don't know the music and stuff, it's kind of like, it feels like you're spending all this money and you're not exactly sure what you're going to get into. Plus, Carnival is survival of the fittest. This is not no one little party and it's done. Like, this is back-to-back partying, so it is a lot for some people, but I am trying to encourage a lot of my girlfriends to come and visit. I want everyone to experience my culture. I want to experience all of my friends' cultures, because like I said, they're also first generation from different countries. But I think it's important to view every country, like travel as much as you can. I'm big on traveling. I did a quick little beat. I'm gonna put some eyeliner, mascara, lip gloss. I don't want to do anything too crazy for a passport photo. This is not glam time. This is just, I want to look alive. It is, like I said, 9 in the morning, which is really early for me considering I typically don't go to sleep until after 6 a.m. I had to force myself to go to sleep last night it was like after 2 a.m. and I felt like majority of the time I was just laying there with my eyes closed, but I ended up falling asleep. Now I'm up, so coffee is going to be my best friend to get me energized, get me ready for this little drive that I have to take. I've also been thinking maybe this carnival when I go 2026, I might bring my mom as well. My mom hasn't been back to Trinidad for carnival in years. Like, I don't know the last time she went for carnival. And I know my mom back in the day, she was on the big truck shaking it, you know? That's actually how my parents met. Both of them were already living in the States. They're already living in Brooklyn. And they didn't meet until they went back to Trinidad for carnival. My mom used to be a pageant girl in Trinidad. So she was on the big truck, you know, Miss Beauty Queen, all of that. And my dad, he was kind of connected to the pageant world. He kind of would play security for a lot of the girls that were, you know, part of the pageant stuff. So he met my mom while she was dancing on the big truck. They had a mutual friend. And that's how they met. So I'm actually really a carnival baby. And it's funny because my birthday is in February, the end of February. And typically carnival is end of February. It's always the Monday and Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. But carnival is always around my birthday. So it's like a birthday trip for me as well. But yeah, I'm really a little carnival baby if you think about it. And I love that for me. Okay. I think I'm ready. Yeah, I think I'm going to change this shirt. I feel like I'm going to blend in with whatever white background that they have. So I'm going to wear maybe something a little darker. Okay, I feel like the black is a little better. That way I kind of don't blend into whatever background they have. So yeah, let's get ready to go. I need to make sure that I have all my documentation. So I had to bring copies of everything, but I also need to now bring the actual documents. So got to make sure I have all that, because the last thing I want is to have to cancel my appointment and come back home and reschedule and do all that. I want to get all of this done today. So I'm just making sure I have everything. My birth certificate, my mom's, all of her other documents, and then our passports, our American and her Trinidad passport. Her passport, my American passport, could have been a little bit cuter. And then my mom's Trinidad passport, perfect. All right, the only thing I know I'm missing is I have to give them a money order for $85. I thought it was only $45, so I need to run and grab another one. But I think I have everything. And then look at how cute my photos were, the ones that I took, because I thought I had to bring my own. But I'm still gonna bring these. Maybe they might just use these ones, but if they take a picture of me today, I look decent, so it's okay. So I think I have all my documents ready. I'm gonna hurry up and head out of here, find some place that I can get a money order, and then I'm gonna see you guys at the consulate. It's the next day. I completely forgot to record when I got home. I fell asleep on the couch. I was so tired. But the process was pretty simple. I went in. I didn't record because it is a government building and I didn't feel comfortable doing that. But I went in. They called my name. It was pretty quick, actually. They went over the documents that I sent with my application. I had sent in copies of it. So I went in this time with the original documents. So she verified it was the same thing. She checked all of those off, and then she took me into the back room. We talked a little. She was super nice. She was super friendly. And I had to sign. She took my picture. I didn't get to see the photo, so I'm hoping it was just as cute as the photo that I had originally taken. But she took the photo and I was good to go. She said I was getting my passport in hand in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So fingers crossed it comes soon, because I just want to have it physically. That's just when I'm like, I did it. I have my dual citizenship. It's completed, but everything's already completed. It is coming, so I'm really excited. I'm happy that I will be a dual citizen of the US and Trinidad and Tobago. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If anyone has any questions or anything they would like to add or comment, leave it down in the comment section and continue to follow me. Bye, guys.